Okay, but on the real, Dharker Studio didn't have to go this hard on the music though. Oh, hey. Oh, turn this shit up in my headphones. Let's go. Okay. Yo, they don't have to go so hard on the damn music, bruh. Welcome to Storytime Saturday, where we are actually going to be starting a new story time. I'm excited about this one. So this was actually a recommendation from someone in chat. Miesha actually donated the money to make sure that we could buy and check this one out for this Storytime Saturday. So everybody in the comments, go say thank you, Miesha. Because I actually really enjoyed the last one we did. The last visual novel we read, Negligi, was one that I had wanted for a long time, and I didn't realize just how much stuff that studio had put out. Dharker Studios has put out quite a few visual novels, and you know what? I think I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan of their art style, and I think that they do pretty good. If this one's anything close to what Negligi was, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. So I can't wait to jump into it. So welcome to Galaxy Gals. And I already said it, but this music's fucking fire. They don't have to go this hard on the music every time, but they fucking do. Oh, wait, there are difficulties? Easy mode makes your choices more impactful and thus easier to get good endings. Standard mode is the original version, which includes a new achievement upon completion. Ooh. I didn't know there was going to be difficulty settings. That's something I haven't seen in a novel, and I don't think I've ever seen this, actually. Thinking back, I don't think I've seen this. So, I feel like we should go for standard. The original version, which includes a new achievement upon completion. So, I mean, I'm gonna go for the standard. I feel like that's the best way to go with this, right? Right? I don't know. I'm just trying stuff. Let's move. Okay. And an ominous noise forces my eyes open. The machine sounds as large, cover-like section of the dome encasing me rises high into the air. I slide my way off the inner platform of the machine, careful not to let my hair catch in the cracks. Oh, is this me? Alright. As I stand up, I quickly straighten my clothes. Finally, I reach out to close the hatch behind me. Am I getting out of cryo freeze? What the fuck? I didn't realize I was taking the Disney way out of things. Okay. After several minutes of waiting, two more of the ominous machines open their hatches. First, a young woman with deep black hair who seems rather eccentric steps out. Somehow, she's almost seems excited. Secondly, another woman, one with curly blonde hair and green eyes, which defy her complexion, slides out as well. In contrast to the prior woman, this one seems less than happy. I take my place standing in front of the two new additions. Welcome to the Blossom. I do hope the two of you had a good rest. My name is Erica. I'll be your acting captain. Okay, so one thing that this novel does that not a lot of novels really put effort into, I feel like, but like it's real small, but every so often they just blink, and like it's pretty natural. Like every so often the characters will blink, and like it's like a small animation thing, but like in visual novels, having those little additions like that makes your novel just seem that much more cool, in my opinion. So feels good. My name is Erica. I'll be your acting captain. It's always my default woman's voice. I don't know. It always seems to be. So it's always like the main character. Two women standing in front of me look at each other, both visibly confused. Both of them take a thorough glance around the room. I patiently await their readiness. Thanks, but I think there's a bit of a mix-up. I wasn't told anything about a flight. To be honest, I don't even remember how I got here. Yes, I wasn't told anything about it either. Please bring me home as soon as possible. I have things to do. I don't know what's going on, but I won't ask any questions as long as I can go. I stare at them for a long moment before giving my head a slight shake from side to side. No, there was no mistake. You two are now the crew of the spaceship Blossom. ID 1056-4, the mechanic, and ID 1035-6, the doctor, correct? Well, my ID is 1056-4, and I am a mechanic by trade. Impossible! I never consented to this! Correct. Consent was neither given nor requested for this mission. Well, that's a great start to this entire thing. If I may be so inclined, I would like to get to know you both better. What are your names, privates? The quiet blonde woman grits her teeth at me with visible... The quiet blonde woman grits her teeth at me with visible contempt. Hey, I see. So that's how it is. I guess it's fine with me then. Yo, she turned around quick as fuck, but okay. I definitely would still have a few thousand questions about why the fuck I'm on a spaceship. But maybe, who knows, maybe they all are like, okay, well, I guess we just got drafted type shit. I don't know, whatever. My name's Kodaha. Nice to meet you. I hope we all get along. What? How can you so easily accept this woman's explanation? Do you even realize the gravity of the situation? The energetic woman named Kodaha turns to our yet unnamed companion. Sure I do. No point in dwelling on it though, right? Now I have all the time in the world to catch up on my anime and video game backlog. How can that be a bad thing? I mean, yet you seemed so reluctant only moments ago. Now's not the time to be making jokes, little girl. They might take you seriously and keep you prisoner here. Nah, I was just confused. Besides, it's not like being grumpy is gonna help anyone. Why not look at the bright side of things? No one's pointing a gun at our heads. Is that a bright side? Is that a regular bright side I should be like keeping in mind? Cause like, I might be fucking this. Obviously I'm doing something wrong. Alright, you know what, whatever. They're not pointing guns at our heads. Hey, come on, tell us your name too. Not a chance, Captain. Please bring me home as quickly as possible. I'm not having guns pointed at our heads and not having guns pointed at our heads is the minimum courtesy we should be shown. Have you no common sense? I apologize, that isn't possible. As Koda has said, why don't you introduce yourself now? Being prickly certainly won't be beneficial to any of us. You have to be kidding me. Captain's right. At best, you'll just make us cranky too. It's harmless to share your name, isn't it? Oh, or is this like an anime and you'll drop dead if you tell us? Well, I already fucking love Koda. She's bright and energetic, but fuck, is she funny as well. I love her. I don't even know what that anime thing is. No, there's simply no pointing in and simply no point in telling you if I'm going home. Ignoring the rush of pity rising in the pit of my stomach, I place a stern glance on the distressed woman. Ma'am, that won't be possible. Please, I ask that you cooperate with us for the time being. My name is Sarah. I pray that this ends quickly. I have a wedding to plan, you know. For a split second, I avert my eyes toward the cold steel floor, the guilt gnawing at me. Oh, nice to meet you, Sarah. Send me an invite, okay? Sarah twists her head around in surprise and sets her eyes on Kodaha. I don't even know who you are. Congratulations. That's wonderful. Thank you, I suppose. Now, why don't we all get out of here? The dim lighting may be giving us all headaches if we linger too long. Come on, I'll give you a tour of the ship. This is the second hallway. You won't come down here much. To the right is the engine room, and to the left is the garden room. Garden room? As the name implies, it's really just a room filled with plants and flowers. Its main purpose is producing natural oxygen to distribute across this vessel. The plants contained inside are bred to be more resilient than they are in the wild. That sounds kind of cool. Can we keep going already? I nod. What a Debbie Downer, Sarah. Goddamn. Koda spins around confusedly and cranes her neck. Hey, didn't we skip a hall? What if we missed something important? What if there's a treasure chest with a zodiac spear in it? Oh no, what if we've, oh god. Oh no, what if we've already opened one of the chests that makes it disappear? I chuckle before smiling at the rambunctious young woman. Don't worry, we'll go back. I'm sure this zodiac spear of yours will still be waiting. What are you even talking about? Well, there's this weapon in this, game called Fit. No, forget I asked. Erica, was it? Let's keep going. Aww. Be rude, Sarah. Now. You can tell us about it later. This is the main hallway. Those large doors at the end will bring you to the command center. The one next to it is the lounge, and the one closest to us is the kitchen and dining area. You'll spend a lot of your time here, most likely. The third hallway. All the bedrooms are located here, as well as the laundry room at the end of the hall, and the infirmary located in the door on the right wall. While we're here, why don't you two take a minute to claim your bedrooms? I'm not sure exactly what'll be in them yet. I'm not exactly sure what will be in them yet either, but they should be comfortable enough to get a good night's rest in, and to take a warm shower in too if you need one. The ponytail girl suddenly pokes up with clear excitement. Wait, are there in-suite bathrooms? In-suite bathrooms? Yes, or so I've heard. Whom? I open my mouth to answer, but stop before any sound can escape. Regardless of my personal feelings on the matter, I know I must persevere. I'm sorry, we can chit-chat later. Let's continue as we were for now. With a suspicious glare, Sarah eyes me up and down. In a way, it feels violating, but I endure it both for both of our sakes. Once satisfied, she simply shrugs and lets out a tired sigh. I need to be more careful about what I say. That was close. So there's obviously some sort of secret that I'm hiding from them. Whether they know it or not. But, I mean, Kodaha probably don't know what the fuck is going on. She probably doesn't know what left, right, or, up or down is. So, like, we love her. She's adorable, but she looks like she might be kind of an idiot. But she's a mechanic at the same time, so she's probably super smart, but also just kind of ditzy. But Sarah's not about this life right now, like at all. She is not about this life. I step over to a nearby terminal on the wall and type a code on the keyboard. Moments later, the terminals in front of each unoccupied bedroom light up. I rejoin my subordinates with a casual smile. Here you go. I've unlocked the consoles. All you have to do now is enter a password on the terminal in front of the room you'd like to claim. Just don't forget it, okay? Okay, sounds fun. Kodaha rushes off toward the farthest door, while Sarah remains glued to the spot with a disapproving look on her face. You too. I'm giving you both a head start. I'll pick last. Look, I understand that you do not wish to be here. I honestly do. But there's nothing you or I can do about it at this moment. Besides, there's no harm in choosing which bed to sleep in, is there? It's not like I'm throwing you into a prison cell or anything. You can even take a look around once the ship, or look around the ship once you're settled in. Despite her apparent frustration, Sarah nonetheless makes her way toward the door closest to the infirmary. Finally, I head toward a bedroom of my own, filled with utter relief. I stand in front of a large computer. With the press of a button, an audio symbol appears on the display. The gadget. God, I feel like because I'm not sure where half these sentences are going, I'm not even reading very well. I feel really bad about it. Oh well. Taking a deep breath, I fill myself with all the courage I can muster and suck down the anxiety that rests in my stomach. Sarah? Kodaha? Can you hear me? I'm going to assume so. What was I thinking? There's no way for them to answer me back. Gah, how embarrassing. I sighed, just quietly enough to prevent the microphone from picking it up. Could you two please come to the command center in 5 or so minutes? Thank you. I pace around the room in anticipation. Clink, clink. Huh? I look around, confused. Could have sworn I heard something. The ventilation system must have sucked up too much dust. I should clean it out later. After several minutes of waiting, the mechanical doors finally slide open to reveal Sarah and Kodaha. Good, you're early. Thank you for coming. Kodaha grins widely at me. What you need, Cap? Sarah gives the girl a quick and disdainful glare before resentfully returning her gaze to me. I'd just like to give you both a quick overview of the command center control stations. In case of emergency or even certain routine checks, I'll need you guys' help to operate everything properly. As you can already see, the stations are speared across the room rather than centralized. Don't ask me why either. I'd like to know that too. I begin to point toward the right side of the room. A small seat rests behind what looks like a large keyboard with an even larger monitor attached to the wall behind it. Most notably, however, is the steering wheel protruding near the bottom of the keyboard. I believe, Kodaha, you'd be the best fit for this station. It's quite technical and requires a bit of upper body strength for the manual controls. As a mechanic, I'm sure you have at least some experience with computers. Am I correct? The young woman twirls around before giving me a small curtsy. Was that really necessary? Kodaha sticks her nose up and turns away from Sarah. With her eyes settled on me, this girl's face melts back into a gentle, genuine grin. You bet your sweet booty! I love computers. There's so many awesome MMOs to play, you know? And well, you picked some stuff up when you played PC games long enough. I return Kodaha's lovely smile. I see. I'm glad to hear it then. With a scoff, Sarah places herself between us and stares daggers at the raven-haired girl. You're an odd child. Whatever your generation grew up on, I'm not sure I like it. The victim pouts. Child? Hey, I'll be 20 in no time. Oh, phone. Webtoons, don't care. Besides, I've been an adult for 2 years already. I couldn't possibly be a child. That doesn't even make sense. Oh my god. Kodaha, that's not how that worked. Fuck it. She's smiling, she's happy. Mostly, besides Sarah being a condescending twat waffle right now. We'll move on. Odd. I presumed you to be more like 16. Fine, I'll admit it. I'm sensitive about my young lookingness. So let's drop it, okay? Whatever. I try my hardest to hold back my laughter. Thankfully, I am successful. Though my jaw has grown sore from the resistance. I'll assume that this arrangement is fine as is then. Now, on the left, next I raise my other arm and point to the left side of the room. In the corner, there's a small desk and chair. On the desk sits a large monitor. Every few seconds, the numbers and charts display on it update. Sarah, you'll be stationed there. It should be relatively easy for you to operate without further instructions. In fact, you don't even need to use the pesky keyboard. It entirely uses touchscreen technology. Fine, I'll go along with this for now. But you know I have no clue what I'm supposed to do at this so-called station. Right. You'll monitor the vitals of the ship. Any errors in the system or damage to the ship will cause a warning to pop up on the screen. You can also open and close the safety partitions from there simply by locking by pressing the lock icon in the corner of the touchscreen. While I'm at it, I may as well clarify your job for you too, Kodaha. You can manually steer the ship, adjust power and speed outputs, things like that. Basically, from your station, you can manually drive the ship if necessary. There shouldn't be any situation that calls for that, but you can never be too sure. Got it. Gives me a quick wink. That was cool. I think she actually winked it. Or at least from what I saw. Sounds easy peasy to measy. Oh Lord Christ, she's so much. She's just a bundle of energy. Really? Measy? Good. After a lull in the discussion, Sarah lets out a sigh and looks straight at me with annoyance. Let me guess. In your case, you'll just sit on your ass in that fancy chair and do nothing, huh? I take a quick glance back at my own station. That's incorrect. On the contrary, my role is to utilize the main systems. Any malfunction in software are my responsibility to fix. In other words, you and I must directly work together. I also set the points of navigation and controls for the exterior tools tool. The blonde blinks hard twice as if taken aback. Exterior tools? On a ship like this? Is this not just a passenger vessel? Examples of tools. The ship is equipped with several weapons. There are also various excavation tools. Wait, excavation tools and weapons to boot? Why do we need those? Yeah, are they somehow related to our mission? I can understand why you'd come to that conclusion, but no. This is a state-of-the-art ship. It's classified under the, as of yet, unannounced Starlight class. It's equipped for a variety of situations, especially those we wouldn't normally account for. At present, we have no use for tools. They are simply there in case the situation requires them. Think of them as safety nets. You keep them on hand even though there's no guarantee you'll ever use them. Sarah places a single hand on her own chin and lowers her head for a moment. To my surprise, the blonde simply shrugs with minute satisfaction. If you say so. Sarah is really just not having any of this, huh? Oh, but hey guys, we could go digging for fossils on tons of different planets. Maybe even find signs of life. Can you imagine how much acclaim we'd get? And Sarah, I bet your fiance would love you even more if you brought him home an alien fossil. Like, it'd be the ultimate souvenir. That's ridiculous. An adult. Why would an adult get all excited over something as petty as that? Don't tell me he's as boring as you. Besides, haven't you ever heard of archaeologists? I am not boring. You... Feeling that the flames of curiosity are running too hot, I place myself in between the two women. Okay, ladies, that's enough. Let's try to get along, alright? I think we've lingered on this topic long enough. Plus, it's been a long day. Lots of information to process, I'm sure. You're free to spend your time however you'd like for the rest of the night. Why don't you go cool off your heads in your room? Aw, man. Feels like I was scolded. Eris smirks at the girl. That's because you were. Well, at least it wasn't just me. The young woman shrugs with defeat before waving goodbye to me and sprinting out the door. I turn to my sole remaining companion and force the corners of my lips slightly upward. I hope we can all get along someday. Yeah, right. Sarah follows Kodaha's lead and leaves the room. This isn't what I signed up for. What were they thinking? My shoulders slump with utter defeat. Ooh, yo, I'm looking kind of sexy. All right, damn. That me? That me? I'm looking sexy as fuck. Okay. Oh, no, I'd say I'm a light afternoon snack. If I would say so myself, you know. I think so. I don't know. Maybe not. Finally, I don't have to keep being argued at. What a relief. I let my tired body fall onto the bed. To my relief, the tense muscles slowly begin to unwind themselves. There, huh? Sure is something. Or no. Anyone has that same sort of reaction as her, wouldn't they? It's only normal. I suppose that means that the actual weirdo is Kotoha then. She seems awfully okay. Maybe even happy to be here? Why is that? Well, I'm just glad that I can get along with at least one of them. My eyes slowly begin to close. The sound of a beat coming from a nearby end table ensures that I remain awake longer. I nearly forgot to send in my report. Alright, I'd better do that before I fall asleep. Oh well, I should probably get dressed first. That would have been embarrassing. I pick the PDA off the table and fiddle around with it. A moment later, the in-room hologram projector begins to boot up. Yo! How fucking sick! Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. This is super cool. The little fucking... Obviously, again, slight animation, but like, super cool. Also, pretty funny that she actually had to get... She's like, damn it, I gotta get dressed again. She was out there looking like an afternoon snack, and now she has to turn back into a suit and tie. Slowly, she forms in front of me, highlighted blue and transparent. I raise an arm into a salute. Commander Adana, please recite your status report. Understood. The next morning, having just woken up, I pick up my PDA and gaze at its screen. Let's see. They're asking for another status report already? I gave one just before I went to sleep. Well, alright. I don't have anything to add, but I suppose nothing is an update too? My fingers vigorously tap on the keyboard, at the device's keyboard. Moments after I stop, the projector begins to boot up again. Within moments, the commander is in the room with me and I stand to attention. Officer? Is something wrong, Commander? You should be fully dressed when presenting yourself for a report. Note to self, the commander does not think I look like a light afternoon snack. Noted. Noted. Cool. All right. Yeah, no, I kind of just woke up and apparently started a meeting with my fucking commander. Feels good, dude. Feels good. All right. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna take this minute just to say, obviously there's like, we don't know why we're fucking here. Like, Erica does, but us, the viewer, as well as both of the other girls, have no fucking clue why we're here right now. I don't know what the natural state of this world is supposed to be either. Is everybody just on ships? Are we in like a Wall-E situation, but somehow we got like separated from everyone and need to do something? Like, the command, obviously we're on a command ship, we're under some sort of like leadership. What the fuck is happening? I have a lot of questions that I would like to have answered. Erica obviously has the answers, but everything else is gonna have to be revealed through us, and I'm assuming that Sarah's probably gonna be the catalyst and driving force of that, so we're gonna have to find out. I just wanted to say that, but let's continue. I look down and finally realize that I'm still in my underwear. My entire body heats up with embarrassment. My sincerest apologies, Commander. It won't happen again. I hope not. Moving on, please recite your report. Yes, ma'am. There have been no changes since last time. Thank you. You have new orders. Please listen carefully. I nod my head. Yes, ma'am. Get to know the occupants of the Starlight class better. Spend a day with each of them if you can. By our calculations, deepening your relationship with them will increase the success rate of this mission. That is all. The hologram flickers off and my shoulders drop relaxed. Oh, so that's why they asked for the update. I shouldn't have doubted them. I smile brightly with renewed vigor. As always, I can depend on them to give me the best course of action. Sounds real sounds real clones like she's not like she doesn't have full control of everything happening. She just kind of has to go with it, grit her teeth and smile. I'm wondering how much of her is controlled and how much of her is just a grunt working. I'm legitimately curious now. They've never done me wrong. Or, no, I should stop overthinking it. I have more important things to do. Personal matters are irrelevant. How much of her has full control? And how have they fucked her over in the past? Because it sounds like they fucked her over at some point in the past. I'm interested. Color me interested, okay? After pulling on my clothes, I grab the PDA once again and head out the door. I reach out a closet. A closet? I reach out a closed fist and tap on the Kodaha's bedroom door. Nearly instantaneously, the electronic door opens to reveal an all too excited and adorable face. Oh, hi, Captain. What you need? Good morning, Kodaha. Did I wake you? Not at all. I've been up for a while now. Ah, I'm glad. So what can I do for you on this fine morning? I apologize for the abruptness. However, I was wondering if you wouldn't mind spending the day together with me. Before I can even finish my statement, Kodaha grins from ear to ear. Still don't know each other very well, and I'd like to remedy that. With her cheeks slightly reddened, Kodaha bashfully flings an arm downwards. Ah, shucks, of course I'd love that. Just give me a minute to get ready, okay? I smile and nod at the young woman as she quickly disappears back into her room. A few minutes later, the room door reopens. Kodaha happily steps out, wasting no time in wrapping herself around one of my arms. This is kind of embarrassing. I'm pumped and ready. Let's go! Arm in arm, we continue down the hallway. Man, I'm so hungry. You had good timing. I let out a giggle. Indeed. Speaking of which, do you usually cook for yourself? No, not really. Is that an issue? Not at all. I just didn't want to step on your toes. I motioned towards one of the tables in front of Kodaha. Why don't you take a seat for now? I'll go whip us up something, and I'm a good cook, I promise. The raven-haired girl takes a seat and patiently places both of her elbows on the table. You won't hear me complaining. I bet you are. You look super mature. Definitely the type who can cook a banging home meal. Thank you. Imagine that. Your crush walks up to you and is like, "Hey, wanna go out?" And then they just take you over to like the fucking. They just take you out and they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna cook you some. So like, come on, I'm gonna go cook you a meal. Cool, cool." Like. They didn't even ask. It's like, hey, you cook? You want me to cook? I can cook. Let me go cook real quick. He's sick. I'd be down for that. Kill for some tacos. I'm not so sure I'm so deserving of a compliment like that, but I'll take it. I quickly get to work in the kitchen. Kodaha arches her back on her seat and firmly taps her stomach with both of her hands. I was totally right. That was so delicious, Captain. I can't eat another bite, and that's really saying something. I'm glad to hear it. I will admit I was a little worried that you wouldn't like it. The mechanic playfully sticks out her tongue and winks. It was clearly a baseless worry. I look probably like a real Papega doing that, don't I? Alright, well, okay. Anyway. That sounded too fancy to come out of my mouth, didn't it, Captain? Baseless worry. Oh. Not at all. You can speak however you'd like here. And you know, it's just the three of us. There's no need to keep calling me Captain all the time. You can use my name if you'd like. She shrugs. I suppose there isn't, but to be honest, I just sort of like calling you that. It definitely fits you. Oh, you discerned that after less than 24 hours together. Definitely. Everything about you screams authority figure. The way you dress, talk, and even walk. Surprised at her words, I blush and bashfully avert my eyes. Oh, I hadn't realized. And if I called you Mrs. Matthews, it just makes you sound really old. Just Erica makes you seem normal too. Makes you seem too normal too. I'm weird then. Oh, no, sorry, that came out wrong. It'd kind of be like calling the leader of a country by their first name. It's hard to explain. Forget I said anything. It's alright, I'm not offended or anything. That's a relief. Are you ready to go now? I suppose we've gotten a little off track. Yep. Alright, so now where to? Yo, look at this banging ass blazer I'm wearing, fam. I look like a fucking... Oh my god. Like, high key, that right there, I would wear the fuck out of a short sleeve like that. Like, that shit's fire. Fucking Erica is killing it right now. To be fair though, Koda has a pretty fire ass fucking jacket thing, the little jacket thing that she's got covering up with the frills. That shit's pretty litty as well. I can't even be mad. I'd fucks with that heavy. Oh. Next. Oh yeah. So what's up next? I was thinking we'd head down to the lounge so we could watch something together. What'd you think? Nice, I'm totally up for it. Ooh, let's watch an anime from my backlog. We can experience it from beginning together. It'll be super special bonding experience. Anime? Something to do with animations, right? Yeah, it's like the Japanese term for animation. You're right. But why does it have a separate term in English? If I had to guess, I'd say it's because Japanese animations are a lot different than Western ones. Well, you'll understand when you see it. Yes, I suppose so. Yo, we got a full-on bar in this bitch, bruh! We got a full-on bar in this bitch! Let's get it. Let's make ourselves what we want. Chat, you want some whiskey sours? You what you want? You wanna Moscow Mule? I can hit you up. What's good? I got you. Easy. We got a bar in this bitch, bruh. Nah, this is really well. Oh my god, look at this. You guys can probably not see everything behind my fucking head, but like stars over here on the left look really fucking pretty. I like the look of this lounge area. It's really sick. I like it a lot. I know I keep coming back to the art, but like the art always seems to catch me, and something about their art style is so sick. I really like Dharker Studios art style. Like I mentioned a lot in Negligee how I like a lot of the things and like the faces and whatnot and like the backgrounds and shit, but like this one, something about its world building with it goes pretty well. I like it. I'm liking it a lot. Sorry, I'm getting off track. I'm getting sidetracked. I must say, I wasn't expecting that. I've never seen such an gaudy show. It certainly was nothing like animations I've seen. Underwear shots on clearly underage girls? Sexual harassment in the form of breast groping? This would be a PR nightmare for any Western company. Koda chuckles lightly before patting me on the shoulder. Nah, lighten up, it's totally fine. Lots of people like this stuff. Is that so? I'm a little surprised that it's even legal, to be honest. Definitely. Well, maybe Ichi just isn't the right genre for you. Let's try mecha next. After a bout of nervous laughter, I decide to speak up. You know what? Why don't we take a break from the shows for a bit? We can just sit here and talk uninterrupted for a little while. Ah, okay. The girl pouts with dramatically pushing her two index fingers together. Oh my god, she is not doing the stupid. Oh my god, she's doing this. Of course we don't have to if you'd prefer otherwise. I won't be offended, so please speak up. In contrast to her earlier performance, Koda jerks herself back into a more joyous looking position. Oh, sorry, I wasn't actually upset. I guess I just did that out of habit. I have to question what sort of habit that is. Regardless, she's clearly a good person, so it doesn't matter. Tucking sounds fun too. Let's go for it. Alright. I make sure to properly face my companion before saying anything else. We can ask her about her likes, her dislikes, or ask her about her life on Earth. I feel like we should ask her about her life on Earth. I think that's the... Like, we've already heard some of her likes. We haven't heard any of her dislikes. I feel like asking about her life on Earth would be sick, so let's do that. So what was your life what was your life like on Earth? The raven-haired girl turned to me, a surprised look on her face. What? What? I take the silence to mean I should not have asked that particular question. Oh no. Not every question gets an actual answer. This is gonna be a bitch, bro. I apologize. Perhaps I shouldn't have asked that. I wasn't thinking. Oh, no, it's okay. I was just surprised, really. To be honest, I was already starting to forget all about that place. More than anything, I was just shocked to be reminded of it. She was forgetting about Earth? I suppose it wasn't insensitive of me to ask. Koda seemed happy enough being here. I should have picked up on that. You know what? Never mind. Why don't we do something else now? Oh, alright. How about we go play video games together? A video game? I've heard of them before, but I don't know much. I've definitely never played one before. All the better! Are you sure? I might track you down. That's okay. It's just a game. Koda grabs my hand and happily pulls me along. So some of the questions, so I have to be careful about what I actually ask them because they won't answer all of my questions just because I ask. They will, if they're not comfortable with me enough, if they're not comfortable enough with me, they won't answer my question, it looks like. This is gonna be a bitch, bruh. Alright. Holy shit, look at her room. Upon entering the mechanics domain, I can't help but notice that the interior of the bedroom has box-shaped electronics and thin DVD locked boxes scattered about it. Koda, may I ask where you got all of these things? What, the consoles and games? I don't know, I just sort of found them all in my luggage in my, I just sort of found them all in a luggage container yesterday while I was digging around. Took them because I figured no one else would use them. You were digging around in a luggage container? When? When you and Sarah were sleeping. Well, nothing I can do about it now. She steps closer to the TV before crouching down to fiddle with one of the game consoles. Funny story. When I plugged that in last night, it had my old saves on it. Someone must have packed it for me. I see. That is awfully weird. Are you positive they just aren't similar? They're definitely mine. She stands back up and brushes off her knees. I always give my save files unique names. It would be too much of a coincidence if someone else chose the same name for every single game. Well, I did find clothes in my usual style in my closet. I suppose they planned ahead. The raven-haired girl picks 2 controllers off the nearby table and hands one to me. I instantly feel every muscle in my body tense up. Hey, it'll be fine. Listen up. It's easy once you get the hang of it. Here, I'll play through the first chapter. You can just watch until you're comfortable with trying to play yourself. Alright. I wipe the sweat off my face, then stretch my back. Haha! Dang, you got really into that, didn't you? I've never seen someone mash the controller so vigorously. With the way you're using your fingers, I was almost turned on. I'm sorry, what? That was... Koda? What? Alright. What? It was a joke! A joke! Oh, of course it was. Yes, that game was very fun. I'd like to play it again sometime. Sure, no problem. You can come play games with me anytime. Well, as long as I'm awake anyway. Thank you. We just skittered right on past the fact that she said that she was... Alright. Okay, dude. Alright, dude. I quickly take a glance at my PDA. I begin to panic when I realize the time. I best be on my way. Time really flew by without me noticing. Good night, Koda. Sweet dreams. As I start to leave, Koda taps me on the shoulder. Oh, wait, here, take these with you. She hands over a small pile of DVDs, each with anime-style girls on the cover. These are some of my favorite animes. I excluded the gaudy ones, so don't worry. bound to be at least one you like in here. Promise. Thanks again. I'm sure you're right. Cases in hand, I continue towards the door. I place the pile of DVDs on a shelf before beginning to strip off my clothes piece by piece. Today's mission was undoubtedly a success, better than expected. They'll be very pleased, I'm sure. Now, the real issue is going to be the other one. I have my doubts that we'll ever be able to get along. Well, either way, I have to follow my orders. For now. I turn my gaze back to the pile of DVDs I was given earlier. A smile curls onto my lips, and with a certain warmth fills the air. A certain warmth fills my chest. I still have a little time before bed, or I still have a little time before I need to submit my report, don't I? The next morning. I'm still a little apprehensive about this, but they are the orders I was given. Besides, as captain of the ship, I must take responsibility for my crew. No exceptions. I heave a heavy sigh while I begin to pull on my outfit for the day. Ooh, okay, we got the fingerless gloves going with the goddamn collared shirt dress. You know, we're swagging out a little bit. Okay, you know. Erica had to stunt on us real quick. Okay, Erica wanted to stunt on us. I see you. I see you. After taking a final, longer sigh, I step out the door. I firmly knock on Sarah's door, then silently wait for a response. Damn, okay, Sarah, you looking kind of cute. I see you. So, it's you. What do you need? Are you taking me home yet? My face warps into a firm cringe. I'm so tired of that question. It racks me with guilt every time. No, rather I was hoping we could spend the day together. Get to know one another better. I must admit that we haven't gotten off on the right foot. Huh, you're telling me. Hilarious. Play your silly games all you want. I don't care. Just leave me out of it. I might have worked on that little girl, but I won't fall for your tricks so easily. Trailing her around like a puppy. Quite disgusting, really. Ah, so you did know that Kodaha and I spent yesterday together. Good. That saves me the time. That saves me time. That said, I'm not sure what you mean. There is no trick. It is simply important for a captain to familiarize his or herself with her shipmates. Do you agree? Pretty up however you like. It makes no difference to me. Like I said, keep playing your games all you want, but leave me out of it. So you say, however, I beg that you reconsider. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain from cooperating with me. Can you not admit that it would be better for both of us if we at least got along? Or even if we came to a place where we could understand one another? The blonde sighs and crankily waves her hand around in the air as if it's a flag. Fine. Have it your way. In the end, it makes no real difference. Thank you, Sarah. I'm sure you'd like to freshen up a bit first. I'll wait here. Take your time. Sure. The lanky woman disappears into the depths of her room, the door quickly closing behind her. When Sarah reappears, she appears to be somewhat even more annoyed than before. Hello? It's Erica. Yes? Are we going, or... Oh, my apologies. You just looked like you had something to say. You assumed wrong. Right. Anyway, are you ready to go? Obviously. Follow me then. I begin to walk down the hall, Sarah slowly following behind me. We enter the dining area. While I stop near the door, my companion continues deeper into the main section of the room. Why don't you take a seat and relax? I can. Despite the offering, Sarah doesn't stop moving. No, it's alright. I'd prefer to cook for myself. I'll join you in the kitchen. Left in an awkward position with no obvious alternative, I accept the situation as it is and walk into the kitchen. Yo, what is this? What is this, dude? You got a drink dispenser back here? Yeah, like all the flavors, fam. Look at this. They got raspberry and cherry. They got apple. They got regular water. They got that orange, lemon. They got a fuck ton of foods up here. Is that just shrimp? That's a shrimp. Just a shrimp. Literally just a shrimp. Alright, easy. Oh, as I expected, this is going to be a real challenge. And more than Mason, one, too. I've never cooked with another person in the room before. Both of us begin pulling ingredients down from the shelves and taking out cookware. Although the cooking area is spacious enough, the fact remains that we need to share the only available stove. It's inevitable that we'll bump into each other every now and then, like we'll bump into each other every now and then, literally or otherwise. Watch where you're going. Your ass nearly toppled me over. I'm sorry. Some yolk suddenly flew at me and I stumbled a bit. Well, whatever. It's not that big of a deal anyway. Should she be warming up to me? I quickly shake the thought from my head at the prompting of the smell of bread beginning to toast. Sarah and I refocus on our own activities and continue to attempt to maneuver around each other. As the two of us pull chairs out from under the table and set down our plates, we exchange impressed glances. You're quite the cook, you know. You could easily do it professionally. I feel like an amateur when I watched you flip that omelet. We slowly begin to dig into our meals. Oh yes, of course, I have to be. My fiance can't cook. We'd be doomed if neither of us was able to whip up a tasty meal. The last thing we want is to be one of those families who only eats takeout. It's expensive and unhealthy. Oh, and there's something very romantic about being able to have homemade candlelit dinners in your own home. I can't help but smile at Sarah's pure sincerity. So that's how it is. Very sensible of you. I would have thought it was a natural talent. Your movements all seem very purposeful and efficient. No, practice makes perfect. And it's simply easy to follow instructions. Yeah, super. Anyway, what's going on here? Yeah, that makes sense. More than that, I think it's wonderful that you've improved yourself for the sake of your fiancé. Love seems to be quite a powerful thing. The blonde smirks in response. I didn't do it entirely for him, though. I did it for myself more than him. Less money wasted on fancy meals means more money to buy designer brands. I'd be lying if I said I didn't notice your sense of style. Good to know that you have taste. When I was digging through my bedroom closet the other day, I noticed there was already some clothes hung up. I've just taken the liberty of wearing ones I like most. With only crumbs left on our plate, we both get up and head back towards the kitchen area. We rinse off our plates and utensils before carefully placing them into the dishwasher. What now? Why don't we go to the lounge to wind down for a bit? And let our stomachs settle. Alright. In a polite gesture, I stretch out my arms in the direction of the doorway. After you. Oh, we're back at the same lounge. Check it. Sarah shuffles into the room and I trail behind her. What sort of shows do you like? Or perhaps you'd rather watch a movie? Before I can receive an answer, Hoda bounds into the room. Oh, hey guys! The young woman takes a quick look around with curious eyes. What you doing? Gonna watch something? That's right. Alright, then I guess I'll leave you two alone. Oh, it wouldn't be any trouble if you preferred to stay. We could all spend some time together as a group. I can't say I'd mind if you joined us. Actually, I was just gonna hook up another console in here. I wasn't gonna stay. I'll just do it later, though. Sorry for the interruption. No, it's nothing to apologize about. Are you sure you don't want to? Yeah, sorry. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing. I have a pause game to get back to. Well, see you around. Goodbye. Koda nods, then prances back out the door. That reminds me, how can she stay so positive in this situation? You seem pretty okay with this too, actually. Then again, I'm assuming you know more about what's going on and what's happening than we do. Yes, it's part of the job. Hoda, however, I don't know. I believe that's just how she is. It would be wonderful if there were more people like her. Oh, you mean to replace people like me? I avoid meeting Sarah's piercing gaze at all costs. Why did her mood suddenly shift like that? Sarah is a fairly rational woman. I'm sure she understood what I meant. I didn't say that. Yeah, right. You didn't seem to know us beforehand. I bet you weren't told anything about us beforehand. We're forced onto the ship. In the back of your mind, I bet you're wishing they would have just chosen someone else in my place, whoever they are. And I was sure we were getting along better too. I guess it was just my imagination. That's not true. That's not true. Every person has their own merit. Your personality may be different from Kodaha's and mine. That doesn't mean that you're any less valuable than either of us. Your purpose and talents are important as ours. With a small grin, I flipped some of my hair behind my shoulder. In fact, I did some research after we woke up 2 days ago. Your file says that you're an excellent doctor with a spotless record. Not a single mishap. It's all very impressive. Now you're just avoiding saying that I have a bad personality, aren't you? Da-da-da-da. It's certainly different, I must admit. I'm having a bit of difficulty acclimating to your behavior. But... Sarah's foot lands on the floor with a loud, angry stop. Damn it, I thought we had chosen so well! I thought we had chosen so well there! Damn it! Damn it! So you admit it! God, it's unbearable how you try to avoid saying what you're actually thinking. I bet you're always like this too. Saying whatever you think people want to hear, and always trying to make things seem better than they are. All just to skew our opinions of you. But I know your type. You're just plain manipulative. And manipulative people are the ones everyone should avoid the most. I apologize, Sarah. It was never my intention to give you such a negative, inaccurate representation of myself. Well, of course not. It'd be detrimental to you if I was aware of your tricks. Go fool that kid all you want, but keep your crap away from me. And you know, I feel like we had this exact same sort of conversation earlier. Cut it out already. I'm getting tired of this. That isn't what I meant. And if I somehow manipulated either of you, it wasn't my intention. I'm not trying to manipulate anyone, really. Believe what you want. Maybe you really aren't conscious of it. Still, I have no reason to think otherwise. It's not that I don't see where you're coming from, because I honestly do. The situation is tempestuous? Tempestuous. Hectic. I get that. Look, Sarah. Never mind. I'm heading back to my room. This is and was a complete waste of my time. You already have a toy to play with, so leave me alone from now on. Dark smile spread across the blonde's face. Yeah. And I'm quite sure if you ask your little toy to do... Stop! That's enough. Say what you'd like about me, but don't involve Kodaha in this. You don't dare reduce her to a plaything. She's a human being. You're taking this much too far. Not even gonna deny that she's putty in your lap? Don't be dramatic. What if we get along? Huh. It's clear to me more than that, sweetheart. Without another word, Sarah walks out the door. I collapse onto the chair behind me with exhaustion and rub my forehead frustratedly. What am I even doing? Even if I was the best choice by their calculations, I'm not sure that I'm properly suited for this sort of thing. This won't get any easier, will it? I sit on the edge of my bed, trying my best to force myself to stand up. This is frustrating. I should go try to smooth things over with Sarah, but my legs just won't obey me. Is there even a point to trying, though? It feels like I've hit an impossible roadblock. I suppose I'll try again later. Maybe a nap will clear my head. I let my body collapse into a heap on the mattress. My eyes slowly beginning to drift to the sound of my own rhythmic breathing. I toss and turn on the bed. What is usually a place of comfort in this moment, a place of discomfort instead. Still can't bring myself to see her. Is this disgust? Hatred? I'm not sure. I'm so confused. To make matters worse, the commander was disappointed in my results too. Not that I didn't expect that. Well, I don't think I'll make any breakthroughs tonight. I suppose there's no point in forcing myself to think on it right now. I roll over a final time before sighing and motioning to turn off the lights. Kind of an abrupt cut, I know, but like, I don't know how much longer I can really go for this one. I don't know where our next like big question or everything will be. I'm gonna save it here, but I think that's gonna be it for this one. Like, I've got tons of questions on what the fuck is going on. They presented questions. Now, as long as they start to answer some of those questions, and, you know, Sarah isn't as much of a bitch to us, I'm down. I'm down to see how far this goes. I'm down to see where this goes. Hoda seems almost too happy with her situation, if you ask me. Like, obviously she's like, well, I can't do anything about it, might as well roll with it, but like, almost too happy and not even thinking about like the negative possibilities. Sarah, however, is the exact opposite in the fact that she just absolutely does not trust us. She does not give us like a single thought. But also, we don't know who we're playing as right now. Like, yes, we know we're playing as Erica. Yes, she's the captain of this ship, this experimental ship at that. And she's got people she's reporting to, but you don't know who the fuck Erica really is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know whether Erica is actually trying to like, I don't know whether Erica is trying to like meet up with them, or like whether Erica's like trying to like, I don't know. Like, I can't decide what Erica's trying to do either. So I actually kind of side with Sarah in the fact that we don't know what the fuck is happening. We don't trust you at all. But at the same time, there's kind of being a bitch because like you literally cannot change the situation. If you could like be cooperative and at least like try to meet up with the person you're working with, that would be like ideal. And then just to be so rude to Kodaha hasn't done shit. You leave Kodaha the fuck out of this. I swear to God, dude. But I don't know. I would love to hear who you guys' favorites are down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it thus far. Obviously, don't spoil nothing because I'm excited to see what goes on next. I think the next episode will probably show us a little bit more to be excited about. This one right now was pretty, I'd say, pretty dry as far as our Storytime Saturdays go. But I'm enthralled in the situation, so I want to know what happens. But all that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for Storytime Saturday. God, Galaxy Gals. That's gonna be it, guys. This has been Percolating. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. And if you guys want to catch these live, make sure that you join the Discord so that you guys can catch these live. And to all the people who are watching live here in the Discord, love you, Mothersokas. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.